Okay, so here we have a gold Ashe VOD review. Haven't gone through this footage yet, so we'll see how it goes. So initially at the start of these games, you want to make sure you're pressing tab, seeing what team comp you're running, and thinking about what sort of strategies you can play, and just generally how you're going to play your game. Obviously you press tab quickly there, but you want to really focus on it. Positioning wise here, this is fun. Obviously just playing with your team, playing behind your shield. Just gonna pause for a second, see if I can... Oh, never mind. Really, you didn't want to drop down off the high ground there and engage that Hanzo. You were one shot, it's lucky he missed all his shots. He needed to just go backwards and play the game a little bit more down. The Diva here isn't really a main concern, probably I'll try and finish that run out first. Good use of the dynamite. I think staying back here instead of following him right now is the right play. I think he's up a little bit too far. Instead of just standing into the shield like that, you can sort of move around a little bit and try to look for an angle on the proper shot. You have to be aware of the flank left. Because back here, I mean, you see this guy, you see where he's going. And before that, so as soon as you see them going left like that, and they start getting cover to that side and looking for a shot. Nice use of the bob. You need to watch that Reaper, is he going for an ult? Try and use your dynamite a bit earlier here, instead of just leaving it off cooldown, on cooldown the whole time. You know, you haven't used the dynamite this whole fight, and it's your most powerful ability. There goes your first dynamite, will be 20 seconds into the fight. Again, you have dynamite here, just spam it, dude. Just when the Mercy's going for a res like that, it's the perfect time for a dynamite. It's unfortunate. If you stayed to the left there, you would have survived that. That's fine. Yeah, I'm sure you know that play was not good. That's fine, that happens. So I mean, what could you have done here? So we see here, if you stay to the left there, you survive, but you see you lose your Zen there as well, so you're already one down. One down after here, above that is. I mean, here I would have been looking to use a dynamite to try and get to some cover. Ah, not some dynamite, sorry, it's coach gun to get to some cover. But yeah, it's fine, that happens. We must hold them back. Again, you want to try and use that dynamite a bit earlier. If you managed to get the monkey with that dynamite, he would have died there. Luckily, your Pharaoh cleaned him up. See, it can be hard to review these games where you're winning with every team fight, because like you're making mistakes, but your teammates are making up for them, so you're not really being punished. So it does make it hard to review games when you're winning most team fights.
My ultimate is ready.
You're really lucky that he should have stayed behind and fill the cover. I was lucky that he didn't die that beatable. Once you had the Pharaoh low there, like, right here, just like get out of scope mode, let go of right click, because it's so much harder to reacquire a target. Like they're not even on your screen right now. If you release right click, they're going to be on your screen again. You can even hip fire it or quick scope them. But trying to continue to track them while they're not even on your screen and aim down sights, it's not easy. Like, so you make this really hard on yourself. And even here, you still haven't really acquired your target because you know your scope's blocking it. So yeah, you really need to scope out there.
Change things up. Enemies engaging. Do something.
Probably a little bit of a panic bob when you saw that beast ult. But yeah, you didn't need that bob. The team fight was already won. You had respawn advantage. So you want to be trying to count the numbers during the team fights. Like in that fight, you already have the advantage, plus having respawn advantage and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, just using the bob is not quite the right play.
Heroes never die. Rain from above. I'm on fire.
Okay, so that was all pretty good. When you are the main hit scan in your team, or any hit scan at all, or even any player actually, you want to be trying to track that Pharaoh ult and actively, like when you know they have ult or when you think they're close to ult, actively look for them. And just constantly keep track of them so you can't like, surprise your team and get a few easy kills. So again, at the start of team fights like this, you can just throw a dynamite in there. And watch the Pharaoh on that side. There you go, dynamite in there. Yeah, it's unfortunate. If you got a dynamite in there a little bit earlier, you could have played a little bit safer. Like just peek just to throw the dynamite, then peek just to do the bob, and you could have stayed alive there. And so one major thing I'm noticing so far is when you're tracking a target, you do like to stay scoped in a lot. When a lot of the times it'd be easy to just release right click and reacquire them and then scope back in. Maybe something to work on.
Turret detected. Turret detected.
That was really lucky there. You need to be careful with turrets.
Much better.
Because as it's standard is your job to get rid of them. You kind of need to just chill here and wait for your team to regroup. Even if you like get into team comms and just call the Anna and the Reinhardt to come back, because they're not going to win this team fight.
That's better.
I'm hitting the objective. Bird on me.
Enemy turrets down.
I know in these low ranks people just tend to trickle in, and half the time they do win team fights because that's just how it is in low ranks, but you are better off pulling out and regrouping the team. And when you do throw those dynamites like just there, you want to be aware of where the diva is. Use the crouch gun. Fair work. Again, you're kind of ignoring that turret. It's good use of the dynamite. So yeah, the team fight was already lost there. Like if you go back, watch this go. If you like you lose your Reinhardt, lose your Zarya, both your tanks are gone, and you know you're gonna die there. That's 3 dead already, and then you throw an ult in. There's just no chance of winning that fight. So what that means is on this next fight you also, like it just makes it harder for yourself. Because now in this fight you don't have the bob that you should have. So really, if that was me, when I saw the Reinhardt and the Zarya die, I would have just turned around and try to get out of there. And regroup as fast as we can.
Never die. So I'm trying to spend less time shooting that Arista shield, try and look for some angles instead of just staying in the shield. Because you can't out DPS the Arista shield.
My ultimate is charged.
The dynamite's really effective on those heroes as well. And you do need to work on the crouch gun a little bit. Because a few times you've tried to use it to disengage. And it just hasn't done anything for you. Nice kill on the D-neck though.
Enemy turret ahead.
But again, it would have been better for you to get out there rather than
Enemy turret eliminated.
getting the D-mech and dying. Unfortunately, it looks like your team just going in without you and dying. So this is, yeah, it is really important to try and get in team comps and try and, you know, tell your team what to do. So unfortunately they've just gone in and they've wasted ults and they've all hard. And so you yourself, you need to get out of here. If you die, it's probably GG. If you can try and farm up a swap here, that'd be really good. I'd be looking to get Bob in as early as possible. Again, that's a very dangerous play, just going for the blindly at the Arista shield. Like, if the play just doesn't work, there's no good outcome here. Like, you have to walk so far to get through their shield. You only have 170 health, and they can plainly see you. You could have used your coach gun to reposition, but yeah, they blew them off play. Even though I understand they were low, but yeah, that's not the play. The main goal is always, you know, staying alive. Fortunately, your team clutches up here. Gets a res off. So a big thing so far has been your ultimate usage hasn't been great. I think, what is it, 2 of them have been effective and 3 have been wasted? Maybe? So you want to try and make sure, you know, obviously as many as possible are actually useful. Again, you're pushing up a little bit too far there, like you're pushing up beyond your cover. So back here, like even like right here, there's no need to go any further than where you are right now. Like at this point you should be staying exactly here, killing this Orisa, and then maybe looking forward to some more kills, but you just keep on, you take like 3 steps out into the open, so you can't even get back to your cover. You confirm that kill, but see if you were back here, like where you just were, if you were still playing over here, you would have had a perfect line of sight to get this, fucking, oh my god, engine, I can't even think of his name, get this Torb, and then take his turret out as well, like using the right hand peek. But you sort of walk out blindly here, into the open, and take a lot of damage. I mean, you wouldn't have won the fight was already lost. Like, it's not like you want to clutch it up anyway, but yeah, something to work on.
That was not in the plan.
So yeah, you're not really using covers as much as you should be at all. You're just kind of going out in the open and just trading damage and trying to like out-aim the enemy, DPS and sort of thing. And as you start to play better players in higher ranks, it's just not going to work. So right there, spamming that shield has 0 value. It's not going to get you any kills, it's not going to get you any significant damage. It's kind of just wasting time. Like, you don't really have the power to break through that Orisa shield on your own. There's no point in you just spamming it. Flank there wasn't bad, I don't know. So again, you just gone out into the open. Like, I don't mind the idea of this flank here. If you stop, like right here, right? You can stop right where you are, kill this Ashe, and then see what else, or even just send the Bob in right from here. Just send the Bob at that Ashe. You know they have the Orisa and even though they like have like 3 Orisa and like 2 others in there. If you throw the Bob straight in there, that's going to do a lot of work. As you kind of just bob blindly over there for some reason. And then you've walked out so far that you're in the open here and you're exposed by the turret. And you don't react to the turret either.
Advance with me. My ultimate is ready.
So again, the shield break here isn't that effective. Still lucky if bad anymore as well. Was it like a 4-man grab pulse one? Very lucky, dude. Yeah, so main issues. Too much spamming shields. You don't play your cover enough. You're always out in the open taking damage. You need to try and play cover a lot more. Coach gun usage wasn't great. I don't think you ever really effectively repositioned with it or use it to like take an angle. Like you can either just go straight up in the air and try and get over the get an angle above the enemy resist shield or whatever. Try and get a pick on one of the squishies. Bob usage wasn't great. There was a lot of wasted bobs. I think you wasted 4 bobs in the end. That's probably your main things to focus on. So ultimate usage, and dynamite usage was another big one. I feel like you got to use dynamites a lot more. Yeah, so I hope that helped. Yeah, good luck, man.